crashing the waves. Oh my, yeah, we're having fun. The summer sun.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Summer sun, JT Parrothead. Summer's almost here. In the Keys, we're already having weather in the 80s. And the trade winds are blowing beautifully. I suspect that the Florida Keys, within the next 30 days, will be moving to accommodate some visitors. It's going to be carefully done. Our county commission and the high sheriff, Sheriff Rick Ramsey in the Florida Keys, has decided that the Florida Keys are a kind of a special place. We have to be very careful because it's an international travel destination. And to keep our numbers in the safe area for the virus, for people to come back, they have carefully monitored and kept the Keys closed to outside visitors. That's right. They had a roadblock at US 1 on the stretch at the entrance to Key Largo and could block both Card Sound Road and the US 1 highway there at the entrance just at the Jewfish Creek Bridge. And that location will be there for, I would imagine, another couple of weeks or so until people adjust to the fact that you still can't come and go as you wish. We don't want to have our stores invaded, our clean stores and restaurants and tourist facilities that have been cleaned so carefully by our Keys people. We don't want them invaded by an infected group from the county next up, which comes from the Miami International Airport and their rental cars coming down US 1. Frankly, that's what it is. Everybody else in Miami basically are still sheltering in place. Some are venturing out for some activities with the crowds, but I don't know how they're doing in Miami. I do know that Monroe County, which is the Florida Keys, we are being very careful. We are being very careful. Yesterday, for instance, we had a friend of ours' 92nd birthday party, and we did a drive-by. And we waved. And I shouted, "Come to Vacation Bible School," because I wanted everybody to come back home with me and go through Vacation Bible School again, because I think you all need it, because you have sinned before the Lord. I know I have. I know I'm probably going to keep on doing it. Let me do it one more time here with this Rum Punch. Forgive me, everybody. Forgive me, Lord. I know I mean well, and I love the music. That's what it's all about. So let's get on with this. Joey Fry, another number one. It's called The Keys Song. And I'm going to get on it here in a minute, get which one of these things right here is supposed to play. Here it is. The Keys Song, Joey Fry, on radio. A1A.
They're serving rum up, it's right next door. There's a party on the sandbar in the Keys. It's been a take a trip down that blue road. down at the strip. They're walking line just to make a few tips. The sun is sinking right out of sight. Every night, 'cause we'll be feeding tarpon and Robbie's. There'll be coconuts and
I'm talking now. There I am. I'm sorry. I wasn't on the television talking for some reason. I'm not sure why. In any event, I am here with you, and I've said a whole lot that wasn't even heard by most, but on the radio you heard me. This is the Trop40 countdown for the week ending May the 10th, 2020, and our next song in the Trop40 countdown, Luke Rippentide from Italy. Hey Jimmy, number 32.
What's going on? I'm living my life like one of your songs, but I'm so far away from the Florida sun, from the tiki bars and the Key West fun. I feel like a pirate, born too late. A couple of shots and a big escape. I throw my mind overseas, tequila, lime, and palm trees. I lost my mind into a dream. Fly away to Margaritaville, walking down on Caroline Street with those melodies playing at her feet. Hey Jimmy, can you hear me now? I write my own songs and I am so proud. If this dream had come true, I cannot hide it cause of you. As I grabbed my guitar, it was a luck. I played a great fill station all up, and I keep rolling the dice, looking for a cheeseburger paradise. I lost my mind into a dream. Fly away to Margaritaville, walking down on Caroline Street with those melodies playing at her feet. Hey Jimmy, what's going on? I'm living my life like one of your songs, but I'm so far away from the Florida sun, from the tiki bars and the Key West fun. I lost my mind into a dream. Fly away to Margaritaville, walking down on Caroline Street with those melodies playing at her feet.
All the way from Italy, Luke Rippentide. And do you think he has the Jimmy Buffett tropical Americana trop rock fever? There is an author that he is hooked up with in Italy that is trying to find someone to to transpose it into English, a book about the tropical world in Europe and tropical music and Jimmy Buffett and the fan clubs that are in Europe. So if someone knows how to transcribe from Italian to English, contact us if you were interested in a project for a tropical music and entertainment book from Europe. Thank you, Luke, for hooking us up there. Also, TJ Walsh is involved with the same gentleman. So the shirt I'm wearing, which says, by the way, working on doing absolutely nothing. that's kind of what I do here at the studio since I am all alone and this pandemic. We haven't had a guest in the studio for all these months and weeks, but we have had some virtual guests. And our rendezvous platform allows us to do even more. And we're going to do more right now because it's time for a really cool song, folks. And this song is from a friend of mine from Mobile, Alabama. And he hangs around in the Baldwin County area, where a lot of the Mobilians, Saralandians, Pritchardians, Theodorians, Tillman's Cornyites, and all the people from Mobile kind of moved over to Baldwin County, and they settled a really cool place called, Gulf Shores and Daphne and Fairhope and Point Clear, and just unbelievable, beautiful part of the United States of America. Magnolia Grove is a place to drive back to wherever. It's a destination. The seafood is pristine and delicious, like it was in the 50s. And back then, that area was also growing as one of the most beautiful sandy white beach areas called Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, and it's the home of the Floribama. Yeah, and this fella right here's played there. And Jerry Powell has made a lot of great music from that area of the world, folks. I'm going to play this song in a second, not talk so damn much. Jerry and I played together in bands from time to time, and we respect each other's musical ability. He is somewhat a little less crazy than I am, so y'all can rest assured he can be trusted, if you know what I mean. This one's called You and the Yucatan, and this features Packy on horns and arrangements.
Well, this old 9 to 5, girl, it's making me crazy. Gonna turn my thoughts deep and wind down slow. Close the door and close my eyes, lay back and drift away. On south of the border, sunny Mexico. You and the Yucatan, oh, that's what I'm seeing. You and the Yucatan, Caribbean dream. It's no secret we can stand a long vacation underneath that old tropical moon, away from it all. And honey, I'll never tell what we do in Cozumel or on the beach down at Acumar. You and the Yucatan, oh, that's what I'm seeing. You and the Yucatan, the Caribbean dream. Though I'm only dreaming, there's no denying the way it feels. Though I'm only dreaming, one day it's gonna be real. You and the Yucatan, that's what I'm seeing. You and the Yucatan, such a beautiful dream. You
You know, I know where that boy was born and brought up and educated, and I don't know how that turned out so well. You know what I mean? That's Jerry Powell, formerly of the band the Dalton Boys, who played in Tampa and across the Carolinas, were a well-known beach music band. Shag, you know, those types of, that kind of genre band, Jerry Powell, touring the coast. And then they did the Holiday Inn circuit, and that's where I heard Jerry Powell with a band called Carnival, or the Carnival Band. And they also have a hit, a Trop 40 hit as well. And I can't recall it. It's such a big hit, Jerry. I'm sorry right now. This is a live show of the Trop 40 Countdown, and we're counting down music here that was put together by independent singer-songwriters and artists, entertainers, as they were dreaming about the tropics or in the tropics, whatever inspired them. Aren't we glad? Like, I don't know if Jerry Powell's ever been to the damn Yucatan, but he got inspired by something. Joe Trapani. Joe Trapani, or Lyle calls him Joe Trapani. We'll have to get John Manfredo, some of you, or Tiki D'Esposito, or some of you Eenies and Edos to get together and tell us how we should pronounce Joe Trapani's name, because it's summertime, and this song is our number 30 song in the Trop 40 Countdown. I wish I could read the rest of that note right there. Hold on a second. Oh, it's also called Come On, Let's Take a Ride. Great note. Thank you very much, Joe Trapani. Trapani. Woo! It's summertime right here on Radio A18 and the Trop 40 Countdown.
It's summertime.
Yeah. Woo! Rockin'.
I've been working all day, staring out the window, deep in another daydream. I can feel the ocean air blow. It's hot, it's hot. The wallpaper on my laptop set to paradise. As I sit at my desk thinking, leaving right now would sure be nice. It's hot, it's summertime. Come on, let's take a ride. It's hot, it's summertime. Cranking up the radio in my drop-top El Camino. The nights are so sublime. Kicking back a Bud Light, lime, and palm trees sway to the beat because it's summertime. It's summertime. Me up and says she's already playing hooky. I pick her up, her suntan lotion smells like a good time to me. She's looking like Malibu Barbie, hair pulled back and screeching up on me. She's looking like Malibu Barbie, hair pulled back and screeching up on me. Beach blanket on the leather seat, cooling it down cause the sun's up high. My arm out the window surfing up and down with the wind and stride. Feeling one love just like Bob Marley, head to the beach with the sun shining on me. Feeling one love just like Bob Marley, head to the beach with the sun shining on me. Come on, let's take a ride. It's hot, it's summertime. Cranking up the radio in my drop-top El Camino. The nights are so sublime. Kicking back a Bud Light, lime, and palm trees sway to the beat because it's summertime. It's summertime. It's summertime. I got my shades, we got a lazy days in the sand. Ice chest is full in the sound of a Caribbean band. Come on, let's take a ride. It's hot, it's summertime. Cranking up the radio in my drop-top El Camino. The nights are so sublime. Kicking back a Bud Light, lime, and palm trees sway to the beat because it's summertime. Come on, let's take a ride. It's hot, it's summertime. Cranking up the radio in my drop-top It's summertime. It's summertime.
Joe Trapani, unbelievable. Oh man, I had to let that one sink in. That's a new style, folks, in the tropical Americana music world, I do believe. I hope we're experiencing some changes, because man, it just adds to the nature of the music as long as it's tropical, and man, that one certainly was. It's
This
summertime.
is RadioA1A.com.
Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? I decided to post some pictures of Mark and all the guys up there and see how you're doing. Mark is going in for some tests later, so let's keep him in our thoughts and prayers. Mark Mills, our newsman from Radio A1A. And don't forget also Dr. Bob McClellan every day, twice a day, and sometimes more than that, from his studio in Marathon, high atop Faro Blanco condominiums, the penthouse condominium there. He and Admiral Halsey bring the news from the Florida Keys and the world to you, and a fishing report, and a little bit of weather. All pretty cool, all pretty good stuff. Anyway, our next song is at number 29 this week in the Trop 40 Countdown. Another previous number one song. As you can tell, it is strictly a Trop 40 this week, full of number ones, I'm telling you, and great artists and great songwriters. But here they are. Here he is, Mr. Ray Boone, once again in our Trop 40. Isla Mirada, Rendezvous.
Anchored up on a bar of sand, few rum runners could have fueled a romance, floating in the water when I bumped into your tube. Call it fate or happenstance, in 3 feet of water we did dance, a defining moment in time when we kissed and I knew around the rendezvous. Get the feeling again with you. On Whale Harbor Waterway, you can pick any day. We'll meet to unwind and renew. Just say the word and I'm gone, with you down to the Purple Island, Almirada Rendezvous. Shaded with a view, walk down to the beach and kick off our shoes. That trop rockin' vibe will really put you in the mood. Blue-green water in that past paints a picture that forever lasts. Having the time of our lives, just us two. Around the rendezvous. Wanna get the feeling again with you. On Whale Harbor Waterway, you can pick any day. We'll meet to unwind and renew. Just say the word and I'm gone, with you down to the Purple Island, Almirada Rendezvous.
Wow, Ray Boone. I'm telling you, having lived in the Florida Keys as long as he did, I believe Mr. Boone picked up on some of the little nuances of the Keys that sometimes only music can bring out. The feelings of an Islamorada rendezvous only happens one place in the world, and it's on that damn sandbar out there I keep talking about, where I get my Ray-Bans and my Rolexes and well, you know how it is. I'm an island person now. When I was back in Alabama, I was a Dolphin Island person. When I played music on Pleasure Island there, Gulf Shores, and when I played on Perdido Key, up and down the coast of Alabama, when I did radio there with all of them down on the New Orleans Saints, we was on several islands down there. I promise you. I swear to God, partner. Yeah. But this is the most fun job I've ever had. Welcome to my most fun job, and welcome to our YouTube viewers and our Radio A1A and Cruisin Country radio listeners all at the same time. I seem to have gotten it right. I never was very technologically very good at this, but I am somewhat motivated by music to make it happen as clearly and as possible, and to bring out such songs as this next one right here by Wayne Sinclair. Wayne kept plugging, and he would send me a song, and quite honestly, I'd say it's not quite radio ready, Wayne. And Dave Burks talked to him. Daryl Clanton talked to him. He called up Carl Page, and he talked to them, and all of a sudden, Mr. Wayne Sinclair was getting it. He was getting it right. And he did it right when he got this. I think it's an actual recording of one of Jimmy Buffett's Margarita blenders that our secret security service broke into and got him and got a microphone against it and plugged it in and see if it actually would work. And this blender, that is a certified real Margarita blender. Okay. That's per Wayne Sinclair. And I'm trying to get these damn... the show has changed just a little bit because we're doing other shows in the studio now. So now I've got 3 freaking mice. I guess they're called mice if they're computer mouse. If it's a computer mouse, and there's more than one of them. But in any event, the red one is for the TV, the black one is for the replay, and this one is for the music, and that's the one I've been looking for the last 15 minutes. Here we go. Wayne Sinclair, Margarita Monday. It is number 28 in our Top 40 Countdown. God, y'all have a drink with me. Here it comes. Yeah.
Looks like another Margarita Monday. A little salt on the rim will start my day just fine. The weekend flew, and before I knew, bye Sunday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. I've got places to go, people to see, but this vacation feeling's gotten hold of me. On the rocks are frozen, it sure do please. Somebody better take my keys, because it looks like another Margarita Monday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. A little salt on the rim will start my day just fine. The weekend flew, and before I knew, bye Sunday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. 8 a.m. turn on the radio. The sound of my blender might drown out that show. I guess it's on the rocks today, unless you know a quieter way to make another margarita on Monday. Looks like another margarita Monday.
Yes, it does, Wayne.
A little salt on the rim will start my day just fine. The weekend flew, and before I knew, bye Sunday. Looks like another margarita Monday.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, a good margarita is fine on any day. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it really doesn't matter anyway. Before you know it, it's Margarita Monday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. A little salt on the rim will start my day just fine. The weekend flew, and before I knew, bye Sunday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. Looks like another Margarita Monday. Oh, somebody better hide my blender.
I can taste the margarita, but actually this is a rum punch. And by the way, I want to point this out just a moment, if I may. Just a moment. I'm going to switch cameras here so that you can see what I'm holding in my hand. It is a Tervis stainless steel drink holder that says, "I've gotta go where it's warm." And this was presented to me as payment, and the only payment I've taken so far for advertising for our travel expert, the Fantastic Endeavors host of Enjoy the Journey tomorrow at 2 o'clock, Mr. David Hartman, and he and I are going to be enjoying the journey. And I always enjoy the journey, thanks to David, with a cold rum punch or margarita or whatever, thanks to his operation there. He is a luxury travel agent, independent. We've been talking about that word independent a lot, kicking it around the family of Music Cloud Media, some of the people over at Kula, myself, the A1A Media Network Group, the actual stockholders, some of the people in the radio A1A family. We've been talking it up a bit about how we are focusing on independent music by independent musicians. And we're focusing on sponsors who are independent real estate agents like Michael Marinelli, who can save you $100,000 in an instant on a deal in the Florida Keys if you decide to move here, simply because he knows the Florida Keys. He's who we recommend. He's a conch. He's the real estate conch. Secondly is David Hartman we were speaking about. We recommend him because he's just the best that there is. If you want to go on a luxury travel trip, or if you want to go on a budget trip, whatever you want to go on. But his specialty is that luxury, that one. Phew. And we're going to be doing a whole lot of that with him. And you will see me there hopefully forever with this beloved Tervis stainless steel cold drink holder that lasts throughout the Trop 40 for my rum punch. And here's to that. Join us tomorrow at 2 o'clock live. It's a really good show. Last week we had a boat captain, a fishing captain. It was great, local stuff, good things. Also, if I may move along just a little quicker, I'm so sorry. We are going to be introducing not only independent music, independent sponsors and supporters, but also independent TV, independent music television, IMTV, up in the corner of this TV thing on the radio station. It's to your right. It says IMTV Online. That's going to be where we focus all of the media that we're doing here in the Keys and from around the country, from the studio here. We're going to be rendezvousing virtually with a lot of people in entertainment. One of them is Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 Eastern. It's Randy Moore. I'm going to come on just like this, and with this exact studio, you'll see me. But behind us will be a different scene where we'll introduce to you on screen a first ever song, a first ever preview, exclusive artwork in the tropical genre, a music video that could be an award winner in any category of music awards, music video awards. I say this, special time, 7 o'clock Central Time. We say we're advertising Central Time because Randy Moore has moved to Texas. Secondly, Nashville, Central Time, that's where a lot of his fan base, a lot of the people who are already buying their pay-per-view tickets ahead of time, which you can do, musiccloudmedia.com. Go right there on the front page, go down there and click and go ahead and prepay. It's cheaper if you buy your tickets in advance. Advance tickets are available right now. So be with me next Friday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Keys Time. And we're going to be doing really some cool stuff for an independent musician in the Americana world. And then he came and found us in the tropical Americana. And the rest is history, and that's what the show's all about. It's cool. It's going to be good. Thank you so much for being with us and being a part of this little studio production called the Trop40 Countdown. We are still in it also. And here comes... I do believe, yes it is, ladies and gentlemen, it is our first young lady in the Trop40 Countdown today. And there's video of her and the Chuck Freeman Band at Music on the Bay doing this song. And I would say to you that the video will be available soon. They're putting something together for the Trop 10 video countdown with this song. Kimberly Helton at number 27. And by the way, it's Kimberly Helton and the Chuck Freeman Band. And please let me tell you, the entire instrumentation of this band I've heard live, and you're hearing this recorded. That's who this is. Plus some extras thrown in, some sweet stuff. Chuck put a lot of what he has in the Tough Duck music people have into this production of the song called, I'm going to get it up here in just a minute. Drink Up! Drink up the life.
I'm gonna drink up the life on the island tonight. A cold margarita, some salt and a lime. Girls in bikinis dancing in the sand. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band. Hey! Everybody do the conga. salt and a lime. Girls in bikinis dancing in the sand. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band. I'm gonna drink up the life on the island tonight. A cold margarita, some salt and a lime. Girls in bikinis dancing in the sand. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band. What are you waiting for? Strike up the band.
All right. My goodness gracious, what a great song by Kimberly Hilton and the Chuck Freeman Band there. Ray Boone up next at number 26. It's called, folks, I have to admit, Ray Boone and I spent a lot of time together at Music on the Bay. And he sends me songs and videos all the time. And this one received a lot of votes. It did. I'm talking about write-in votes. People taking the time to go to Other on the Trop40 poll, which is out there everywhere, by the way, a new one this afternoon, and going in and hitting Other and then actually typing in Get Lost, Ray Boone, or Ray Boone Get Lost, or Get Lost. But if you typed Ray Boone, I wouldn't know what song you wanted. But because I look at each individual one of those that are written in to make sure I get the song correctly typed. Sometimes they've made them into the Trop40 for a few weeks before they've even been spell checked, and I just copy and paste them and put them into the poll once we're getting votes. So we discovered Get Lost before I had a chance to listen to it. So you and I today, for the first time, are hearing Get Lost. I'm sorry, Ray. It's busy around this place, buddy. Here it is. Number 26.
I've got a wild hair, an ocean to go where no one knows. Alone, you and me, just rolling with the flow. So baby, pack your bag, let's find a beach out there somewhere. Maybe California or Florida with its slick salt air. Maybe you and me should get lost. Pick a spot on the map or the luck of the draw. It doesn't matter what the cost. Baby, we should get lost. Get lost. Get lost. Baby, we should get lost. Or maybe the Bahamas, sipping on some Pusser's rum. Yeah. Underneath that tiki hut, drinking up that island fun. Or hop a plane to Maui, lay on that sugar sand. Take that trip to Hana, on that winding road again. Baby, you and me should get lost. Pick a spot on the map for the luck of the draw. It doesn't matter what the cost. Baby, we should get lost. Get lost. Get lost. Baby, we should get lost. Baby, you and me should get lost. Pick a spot on the map or the luck of the draw. It doesn't matter what the cost. Baby, we should get lost. Get lost. Get lost. Baby, we should get lost. Get lost. Get lost.
That boy can write a song, I'm telling you what. That is a wonderful song, Ray. And I'm ashamed that I have never heard it before. We heard it for the first time together, and it's a tropical Americana song. You would term that it's tropical, and you would term that it is more of an Americana sound. Ray is starting to nail it, bud. Excuse me, folks. I'm going to clear my throat, and we're going to the next song. Amanda McCarthy's I discovered her searching for an album and just music by young ladies looking for tiki bar young lady music, that sort of thing. And this one came up, contacted her, and she submitted it. The rest is history. It's number 25, Amanda McCarthy, Tiki Bar, on the radio A1A Trop 40 countdown for May the 10th, 2020.
Scorpion bowl for one pretty please. Cherry on top, sun in the trees. Open seat next to me, but I don't care, no. Hopped on a plane, kicked up my feet. First class runaway, living the dream. Drunk by 2:45, but I don't care, no. You left me at the wedding, I went and lost my mind. But I got a one-way ticket to a blessing in disguise. Now I'm singing like, oh, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be tomorrow's night than yesterday's goodbye. Now I'm singing like, hey, I best be on my way. Because I got a date at a tiki bar with me, myself, and I. Aloha and good night. Tossing my phone out into the sea. Cute bartender looking at me. I think I lost my ring, but I don't care, no. Pineapple sun, ocean blue. Running the stag on the honeymoon. They're asking what happened to you, but I don't care, no. Fire at the altar, flowers in the sky. Lighten up the luau, give me the rum, and I will be just fine. Now I'm singing like, oh, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be tomorrow's night than yesterday's goodbye. Now I'm singing like, hey, I best be on my way. Because I got a date at a tiki bar with me, myself, and I. Aloha and good night. I don't want to leave this island fantasy. Real life's calling to me, but I don't care, no. Now I'm singing like, oh, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be tomorrow's night than yesterday's goodbye. Now I'm singing like, hey, I best be on my way. Because I got a date at a tiki bar with me, myself, and I. Aloha and good night. I best be on my way. Because I got a date at a tiki bar with me, myself, and I. Aloha and good night.
Very nice tune. I am not quite prepared here, folks. I have been out making a cocktail and just getting my headset back on. I am so sorry to put you through all of that rattle, roll, and shaking and whatever. Welcome back, everybody, to the Trop 40 Countdown. I'm Harry T., and this is a live broadcast from the Islamorada studios of Radio A1A. And I think we're about to make another change, too, regarding what we call ourselves, so that we can put it all into one little short term. And no offense to any bands or any roads, any other locations or businesses by this name, But the fact of the matter is, it's already being done by 90% of the people that refer to us. We're A1A. So we are going to be A1A from this point forward. So at this point, thank you so much for coming along with us on this journey. Coming along with us on this journey to create something really cool, and that's a tropical music, a place for tropical music, independent artist making it. Now we're back to the Trop 40 countdown, and I'm Harry T, as I said, and it's May the 10th, 2020, and that period of time, we counted votes in the prior week for each individual one of these artists and songs. There were thousands. We were extremely close to getting to 10,000. We had made it to 9,000 and something as I was counting at midnight. So we turned it off at that time, and I can go back in. We may have broke 10,000 votes, but in that process, some of these songs, their number one got more than 1,000 votes just itself. So that tells you the power of the word to get out about this media called Tropical Americana. This one, as I said, is called Tiki Bar. Amanda McCarthy, Discovered, right here. No, I believe I've already done that one. Yes, I did. Jonas Lawrence Band and Verona Corona up next at number 24. Getting lost.
I met her at a bar in the Florida Keys. She was right at home and feeling at ease, drinking whiskey and soaking up the sunshine, grooving to the sound of a tropical band, feet in the sand and a smoke in her hand. She knew every word to every song. So go back home. She's on the road. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Yeah, yeah. Well, we had a few beers and we got to talking, finished our round and we started walking. She knew every joint around this town. It didn't take long, we could start to hear another little band playing by the pier. They waved her in and sat us right inside. Sangria in hand, flowered headband. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Ontario will miss you so when you're gone. Miss sunshine. Why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? Cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. That's where you got to go. Oh, Verona, why don't you go down to the beaches of Mexico, far from the sleet and snow? With the cold Corona, you'd be right at home, singing along to your favorite song. that's where you got to go. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that is Jonas Lawrence and his band from out in Texas. Great band, by the way. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again. The Health Genie, healthcare news is on the front page of our website. Flockers Magazine, also Katie Waugh every month going out there with some great stuff about tropical Americana and trop rock and Gulf and Western music. Every Wednesday night, we're doing a live sessions of some type, and on Sunday nights, just the audio radio live sessions happens Sunday nights at 9 p.m., Radio A1A live sessions. We have a lot of those sessions that we're going to be reintroducing in pay-per-view. We're going to be creating a new show called Rendezvous, and also don't forget our Wednesday night, 7 p.m., weekly, let's just call it, what? A1A! Hooray. All right, our next song in the Trop 40 Countdown, if I can move on up here just a little bit. Oh, nice. We're getting into some really great songs. This one's called Salty Waves, and it's by Gary James Miller and co-written, of course, by the man himself, Rick Hofel. I think Rick also edits and creates their videos. Salty Waves. Gary James Miller. Moeller.
Salty attitude was dragging me around, stuck in a rut and wearing a frown. Needed to shift gears and make a change. No more putting it off, had to find a way. So when that postcard ride played last week, wish you were here, friend, chilling on this beach. Got me thinking, hung on with the light. One little card has changed my whole life. Salty waves, umbrella drink, palm tree shade as my hammock swings. There's no better way to spend my day, hanging at the beach in salty waves. Salty waves. Walked out of work, left a line in a pile, gave a salty wave and went out in style. Now I've got a gig at the Sunset Bar. I sing saltwater songs as I play my guitar. Salty waves, umbrella drink, palm tree shade as my hammock swings. There's no better way to spend my day, hanging at the beach in salty waves. Don't wait is the advice I give my friends. A salty wave bye-bye, let the fun begin. Salty wave, umbrella drink, palm tree shade as my hammock swings. There's no better way to spend my day, hanging at the beach in salty waves. Salty waves. Salty waves. You'll find me playing in salty waves.
This is the Trop 40 Countdown, and the weekly countdown happens with me or without me, of course. Lyle and Sonia have been doing such a great job for the last few weeks, and we're going to continue that once they get back from Gulf Shores, Alabama. And let's drink to Lyle and Sonia right now. This is a live show, and I have I've certainly had an issue here with making my own cocktails and then having to go, run the show too as well. So I it's not that the music interrupts me, but I am fond of my cocktails, as you know. And I've made one here from some rum that was given to the Radio A1A studios in general. So if you ever come to the studio, you get to taste this. It was given to us by some of the Bahamians that received the generators from your donations to our combined fundraiser with the local Masonic charities, reaching across the water only 90 miles, maybe less than that from right here in Isla Morada. They're just right over there in Bimini and Grand Bahamas, and they were just devastated, and still are, by the way. We're still sending some relief over there from that, but our generators arrived within a week, and they had some power and hot food, and they had a soup kitchen going, tents, they had water. So thanks to your generous donations for that Radio A1A Bahamas Relief, and they made it a point to present this in front of a great large crowd to Radio A1A, and that's to you all. This is for you, so I'm drinking an award back from the Bahamas. So here it is. It's a very, very strong. It is a espresso roast Cuban coffee called. It's not the Pilon. It's the other one. I forget, but it's very strong, and it's brewed and then just the mango rum. The rum is already sweet. Oh, excuse me. It's coconut rum. Pardon me. It's coconut. I'm an idiot. If I'd have known that, I'd have added some coconut oil to this. But in any event, I shall during the next break. But here's to Lyle and Sonia in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Go to the Floribama, and my footprints are still on the stage there. You can there was dust around my flip flops, if I wore any. Oh man. Alabama touched the Gulf of Mexico at the Floribama and Gulf Shores, where Lyle and Sonia are. And that tastes like more. Why don't we drink to you all while we at it, huh? Drink to each other. Congratulations, and thank you for being with the Trop 40 Countdown today. I have survived, it looks like. Survived to play you another song. So here it is. Our next song up, Alan Reed. Oh, God, how apropos. Sometimes I just call him in the middle of the night just to see what this space cadet, this Captain Kirk of the Starship Reed is doing in Ohio, like at 3 in the morning or something. And he's just up thinking. Here it is. Number 22 in the Trop 40, Land on My Feet Again.
Virginia is for lovers, so they claim. But I have seen the sun glide across Key Biscayne. Another day, sun go down, ships float by, make no sound. So I grab my harp and I blow in the wind. Don't you worry about me, my friend, I'll land on my feet again. Been to California, worked in Memphis too, Rocky Mountain highs and the South Ohio blues. Do your job, pay your bills, keep your head down, take your pills. Well, I surely did not mean to condescend. Don't you worry about me, my friend, I'll land on my feet again.
birds burned the schooner, then they slowly slipped away. Here we stand, space and time, all can change on the turn of a dime. Well, it all comes and it goes in the end. Don't you worry about me, my friend, I'll land on my feet again. Don't you worry about me, my friend, I'll land on my feet again.
That's right. Don't you worry about the Bahamas. They're going to land on their feet again. And thanks to you and all the contributors to that fund. And thanks to all that helped us down here during Hurricane Irma. Woo! Still feeling the effects of that, folks. Still paying on the on that disaster loan. Wow. But life goes on, and it's a tropical, beautiful paradise. Wherever you are, if you have tuned into the sounds that we call music for the road to paradise. That is the programming that is on Radio A1A 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right at the ease of a phone app called the A1A Media app. A1A again, right? Yeah. Or Radio A1A. We have an old Radio A1A app just for Radio A1A, but I would highly suggest getting the A1A Media app. It has this radio station, Radio A1A, our sister, Cruisin Country Radio, our other sister way out yonder somewhere, Paradise Road Radio, and this YouTube stream that we are streaming on right now is available. So all you have to do is go to your app, and this is already available. You'll find any live streaming while it is streaming. And that's a promise. So as we continue on our Trop 40 countdown, someone asked me once, what in the world would you want to go after retiring from a couple of businesses? What would you want to go into the tropical music business for? Well, in 2013, I was asked to, and maybe it was before that, I was asked to do some photography at the TRMA Awards. The rest is history. I saw an organization, I saw a group of people, I saw something that really caught my attention. And when I put my attention on it, something happened very unique, and Radio A1A was born to fit that market. And that took place, that photo shoot took place at Margaritaville in Key West. I was on the balcony shooting down, if you know the scene, and you can get a perspective of something as a whole, an organization, an association, an association called the Trop Rock Music Association. And many know that I'm not an association, I'm not a joiner, and sometimes I'm a little rebellious with those things, but I'm just seeking, the best for the independent musician, the best. No exceptions, no excuses, no alibis. Just the best for the musicians. If that comes along, then you're going to have my full support. Whatever you do, wherever you go, as long as we're singing a song, and as long as that song is tropical. Good Lord have mercy, I hope I recorded that. No, probably not. This is the live broadcast of the Trop 40 Countdown for today, May the 10th, 2020. It is 2:02 p.m. in the afternoon, Eastern Time in the Florida Keys. Now, up next in our Trop 40, our next song is B-Men and Michelle from Key West, Florida, drinking down in Mexico. Let's drink down in Alamorada.
Half a mile from south of the border, the sun rising over the sea. Been traveling all night, destination in sight. This is the place for me. Walking the streets of this old beach town, I found myself this cantina, an old hole in the wall. Man, it was small, but it was just what I needed. bar, just minding my own, when this guy named Jose said, "You're not from here, let me buy you a beer. We'll chase it back with some tequila." Well, that night lingered on. Before I knew, the old sun sank into the water. Heard Jose say he's feeling no pain. Raise your glass and sing with me. Raise them high, vamonos. Hey, one more tequila, let it flow. I've got nowhere to go from here. Drinking down in Mexico. Now that old bartender was looking at me as if I had gone half crazy. See, me and Jose were just drinking all day, getting hammered and singing this song. Raise them high, vamonos, hey. One more tequila, let it flow. I've got nowhere to go from here. Drinking down in Mexico. Well, the night lingered on. I kept up the pace, even though I was seeing double. This rundown shack sure was packed, thanks to Jose Cuervo. Raise them high, vamonos, hey. One more tequila, let it flow. I've got nowhere to go from here. Drinking down in Mexico. Raise them high, vamonos, hey. One more tequila, let it flow. I've got nowhere to go from here. Drinking down in Mexico. Down in Mexico. Down in Mexico. Down in Mexico.
That's B-Man and Michelle right there in Key West, Florida, bringing you some of the sounds of the tropics right here on Radio A1A. Let's see, what do we have next in our countdown, Mr. T? Oh, look at this. I'm going to bring it up on the screen just a moment on TV, and the radio audience, of course, will hear this amazing song. This song right here is called Jumpstart. And as you can see in the background on the video and in our radio audience listening, there's a jump start every time you're spring. It says jumpstart your spring at Music on the Bay in Tampa, Florida. So in other words, this is an experience that happens around an event, and it's called Music on the Bay. And this video, not only the song, but the video with it, shows you some reality scenes from that event that inspired the song. So happy to introduce the number 20 song in our Trop 40 countdown this week by Mr. Don Middlebrook, called Jumpstart.
Big sound, drop rock, big hearts, big kind, unwind. Goodness flows at Whiskey Joe's. Goodness flows at Whiskey Joe's. Big town, big sound, drop rockin', big hearts, big kind, rewind. Catch the wave, music on the bay. Catch the wave, music on the bay. Every year spring gets a jump start.
Tampa Bay opens up its big heart. Party with all my friends, where the friendship never ends. Oh, 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 let's do it again. Big town, big south, drop rock, big hearts, be kind, unwind. Goodness flows at Whiskey Joe's. Goodness flows at Whiskey Joe's. Big town, big south, drop rockin', big hearts, be kind, rewind. Catch the wave, music on the bay. Catch the wave, music on the bay. From the beach you can hear them sing. Helping the kids is their thing. It's music night and day, a panoramic holiday. Oh, 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 music on the bay. Take another sip. Hey, parrot heads, what time is it? No need to ask. Raise your glass. Think quick. It's time for a team drink. Big town, big south, drop rock, big hearts, be kind, unwind. Goodness flows at Whiskey Joe's. Goodness flows, Whiskey Joe's. Big town, big south, drop rockin', big hearts, be kind, rewind. Catch the wave, music on the bay. Catch the wave, music on the bay. Goodness flows, the Whiskey Joe's. Catch the wave, music on the bay.
Don Middlebrook there at number 20. And if you will, ladies and gentlemen, please allow us the ability to recognize our sponsors at this time. This is about the halfway point of the show, and we shall bring them on board right now as we play their commercials, as we play them on Radio A1A. So stand by. Stand by.
Hello, Radio A1A listeners. This is Michael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate. Let me ask you, are you tired of the same old real estate agents doing the same old stuff the same old way? I provide a level of service that most agents can't, don't, or won't. Contact me to find your piece of paradise here in the Florida Keys, or to assist you in finding a great agent nationwide. As part of the Christie's International Real Estate Network, I've got a team of agents that can take care of you no matter where you are. So no matter what your real estate needs are, with 22 years of service, contact me, Michael Marinelli, the real estate conch of American Caribbean Real Estate, at 305-439-7730, or visit me at my award-winning Florida Keys Real Estate and Lifestyle blog at therealestateconch.com. I look forward to working with you soon.
Fantastic Endeavors is a full-service travel agency based in Key Largo, Florida, specializing in custom individual and group travel. Our luxury travel advisors inspire people to answer two questions. What is your bucket list trip, and where do you wish you were right now? Fantastic Endeavors will personally tailor your journey to your needs. We build extraordinary, enriching experiences curated just for you. Call us today at 305-453-9208 or email dave@bucketwishtrip.com. Enjoy the journey.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Trop 40 Countdown for this week ending May the 10th, 2020. My name is Harry T. I'm just proud to be here and around some of the most wonderful people in the most wonderful musical market that has ever seen. Excuse me, I'm pressing buttons and going crazy right here. We left off at an amazing song and an amazing project, Jumpstart and Music on the Bay. Now at number 19, after recognizing some of our sponsors, we recognize Boomer Blake and a lot of artists on this next song, my friends. It's called Down by the Coastline.
Everybody meets down by the coastline where the suntan children play. It's a beachcombers church down by the coastline where we thank God for every day we have down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. We thank God every day. There's a rebirth down by the coastline. The sea will wash your pain away. That's why everybody meets down by the coastline where we cleanse our souls and play. Down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. We cleanse our souls and play. You say we're all blessed down by the coastline, baptized by sea and sand at our beachcombers church down by the coastline. We are touched by God's own hand down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Our congregation in the sand. So everybody meets down by the coastline where the suntan children play. It's a beachcombers church down by the coastline where we thank God for every day we have down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Down by the coastline. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, I know there are a lot of people watching this right now, and they're going, what in the flying heck? You know, this is a live show, and it's an independent radio station. Someone said, you know something, Harry? You guys really are pirates. You really are, aren't you? Yeah, we are. We are carving a new path. We're going pay-per-view before anybody can think about it. Because it's going to get the artist paid the fastest and the most direct at this point. That's what we think. But enough of that. More about the music. And this is tropical music. If you've just tuned in, or you're just wondering what in the world is that guy jabbering about, well, it is tropical music, and it's specifically tropical music by independent singer-songwriters. That's right, the folks that write and sing the music of tropical Americana, trop rock, coastal Americana, Gulf and Western, some calypsos, some island sounds. It could be tropical Upper Peninsula of Michigan music. If you consider it tropical and it measures that the rum test. Excuse me, let me take the rum test. It's been so long. Oh, God, I passed again. Success. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next tune because we are talking too much and drinking probably not enough at this point in time. But, by the way, some of the people... Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just kind of wanted to bring it up. Some of the people on that last recording were Danny Rosado, Jonas Lawrence... the Jonas Lawrence Band, Bob Banerjee and his violin, or whatever the fiddling thing he's going to call it, Anthony Cruisin, Christine Jackson, I do believe Erica Sunshine Lee, my goodness, I hope I'm not leaving someone off, and Don Middlebrook wasn't on there, but he probably wished that he was. Because a lot of the people play with him sometime. But anyway, it's a wonderful day, and here is our next song in the Trop 40 countdown, ladies and gentlemen. It's Joe Trapani. Not going to say any more about Lyle's Trapani, but Joe Trapani at number 18, I Need a Vacation. Joe has discovered this music.
Working hard to make that pay, but what can I say? They catch me daydreaming of being on an island getaway, but I so try to focus on everything while my boss is right by my side. But what can I say? I'm on all the travel websites as my mind starts to drift away. Bring me a pina colada in the clear blue water. I need to get away. It's the perfect invention for my pent-up tension. And melt the stress away. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twisted line. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. But here I am, still at work, watching the clock, zoning out to the tick-tock. My inbox just got an offer south of the border, beach resort, free flip-flops, and a big old sombrero, no mucho dinero. Hola, I need to get away. Wibo tequila in my margarita. Oh la la la, I need to get away. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twist of lime. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines. Bring me a pina colada in the clear blue water. Ew, oh, I need to get away, but it's only 9:05 at work and still only Monday. Ew, oh, get me out this place. I need a vacation, the kind that comes with a twist of lime. I tried a staycation, but I know that won't work this time. I want some fun in the sun and party with everyone. Ocean breeze, palm trees, and shots of rum. I need a vacation, the kind that come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines. Tan lines, tan lines, that come with tan lines. That come with tan lines.
Crimey, he said. Oh my goodness. Look at me. I have two scenes going in the middle of this video that I was practicing on, and I brought it up, and here we are. This is the Trop 40 Countdown. This is Harry, and I'm on radio, A1A, and Cruisin Country Radio, and in introducing Joe Trapani. Joe Trapani also did Kokomo Joe, and I'm going to put it on next because it came in number 17. Has this man got the fever or what?
I'm just a guy raising kids, and then my world, but hey, take a little time to unwind for me. But I got my beer, my koozie too, streaming beach sunsets on YouTube. I feel all the stress subside as I fantasize. I shut my eyes and I'm transported way down to Key Largo. My alter ego becomes Kokomo Joe. Waves rush in all around my toes. I let it all go to Kokomo Joe. Hey. Whoa. Kokomo Joe. Often laid back, but can get me close to a heart attack. My sweet drama queen, she's not even a teen yet. And my little boy, he's a joy, but sometimes can still get me annoyed. I feel my stress start to rise, so I fantasize. I shut my eyes and I'm transported way down to Key Largo. My alter ego becomes Kokomo Joe. Waves rush in all around my toes. I let it all go to Kokomo Joe. Hey! I need a breeze and a couple palm trees to hold a hammock that's made for two. Kokomo Joe. 'Cause I'm not raising them all alone. They have a Kokomo mama too. we're growing old. Who are we kidding? Let the truth be told. I'm so thankful that they're mine, and it's vacation time. So we head on down to Key Largo, our alter ego, because Kokomo Joe. Waves rush in all around our toes. Let it all go to Kokomo Joe. Hey!
Wow, did you hear that? That's Joe Trapani right there, Kokomo Joe. This is its third one in the Trop 40 today. Look out for Joe Trapani, everybody. I'm Harry T, and this is the Trop 40, and our next song in the Trop 40 is a change of pace somewhat. Let me say this, I'm old enough to remember Lawrence Welk and how those songs were so perfectly introduced by Lawrence and then several of the other professionals there on stage, and stars were born. And now I find myself in the business of tropical music and introductions and not knowing sometimes how to introduce something other than to take a little bit of the Bahamian coconut rum in my Cuban coffee. Oh, now I'm clear. It's Fred George. Folks, it's time to get freaky in the tiki.
Spend my life on a rock and roll stage, hotter than hell under the stage lights, working for less than minimum wage, hanging out till the sun came up with people that were really creepy. I'm older now, got a little common sense, gonna play guitar at the tiki. Get freaky. Get freaky. At the tiki. My bartender really rings my bell with shots of Patron. He serves so well. A bottle opener in his back pocket. He can step a long neck as fast as a rocket. Knows all the words to every song. The joint, the beat, trumpet, people singing along. As he walks away, the girls sneaking peeky. We all getting freaky at the tiki. Getting freaky. Getting freaky. At the tiki. Over my head, if the sky opens up, I won't get wet. Hanging and banging to a driving beat, dress code is shorts, chucks on my feet. There's a boy with a tray of drinks over there, Florida sun shining in his hair. A groove in the air that you can't ignore. I'm thinking I'm one lucky troubadour.
We're getting freaky. At the tiki. Getting freaky. At the tiki. At the tiki. Freak on, get your freak on, get your freak on. Getting freaky. Get your freak on, get your freak on.
Oh, my Lord is right. What do you think about that, Mr. Fred George? Freaky at the Tiki, number 16 in our Trop40 countdown. Now, I'll be a son of a beach if I've ever caused a problem with anybody at any bars or anything. If I ever pulled my bass off my body, and after receiving the middle finger from you, of course, or something worse than that, a slur upon the lady I might be with, I want to apologize to all those gentlemen and ladies that I have taken that beloved bass off first. And I want to apologize that I want to apologize to my basses that some of them I didn't take off. But anyway, it's unusual that I think I'm a son of a beach. I believe I am. I remember those types of incidents happening to me. I'm talking about back in Gulf Shores at the Floribama and all along the beach right there at the Pink Pony. Oh my goodness. All of those wonderful incidences that were also witnessed by Randy Myers. Okay, I think I've got a witness to some of these things that actually happened. We did some really cool things, but there is another group, a New York chapter of Sons of Beach, and they damn sure are a bunch of sons of a beach. I'm going to tell you right now, I about had enough of these son of beaches right now, but here they are. No, I'm kidding. Son of a beach. I knew I was going to screw this son of a beach up. Anyway, here they are, number 15. Corona don't mean what it used to. The Sons of a Beach, number 15. Jesus Christ.
It's a brand new thing, self-quarantine. It's a serious situation. We gotta do our part and reach out with our hearts, give each other inspiration. Everything's changed, got the shelter in place. Tell me, what can we do? Praying for the day when it all goes away. But now Corona, it don't mean what it used to. No, Corona don't mean what it used to. Used to be a cold one with a friend. Used to be a barbecue with the neighborhood. Dinner out on the weekend. Now we got to settle for a video chat while the walls are closing in. No family hugs, no grandma's kisses, no whispers between friends. No Corona, it don't mean what it used to. Flatten the curve are the words they're saying every day now. The numbers all keep going up. Tell me when they're gonna go down. Pray the love and light to all of those who did not make it through. I pray love and light to all of us who will remember all of you. But now tomorrow won't mean what it used to. Cold one with a friend. Used to be a barbecue with the neighborhood, or dinner out on the weekend. Now we got to settle for hugs, no grandma's kiss, no whispers between friends. No corona don't mean what it used to. Now tomorrow won't mean what it used to.
Wow. I'll be a son of a beach. No, I wish I could sing with those boys. As a matter of fact, I just pulled up something here that I have on a screen that you may or may not be able to see. This old HP screen of mine here being replaced next week. FingersLake1.com, a major outlet in Upper New York. Watkins Glen music duo pins pandemic song Corona Don't Mean What It Used To. The Watkins Glen music duo Sons of a Beach has written a song about what we took for granted before the pandemic, and it's called Corona Don't Mean What It Used To. Proceeds from the downloads of the song are donated to pandemic relief charities, and drummer Ray Fitzgerald stated, we were looking for a way to help out, and this song was a way for us to contribute. Sons of a Beach featuring Rob Lane on guitar and vocals and Ray Fitzgerald on drums and vocals have performed in the Finger Lakes area for many years. And I've been in touch with them for many years too. And I think I have my official Son of a Beach charter somewhere around here somewhere. Good song, good cause. I wanted to bring that up when our musicians get some local newspaper and local television. There was a television piece here too, I see, is on that site as well. Look, Finger Lakes, then the number 1.com. Fingerlakes1.com. That's enough of that one right there. And let's go on to our next song. And it is by Percy Abel. Another former number one in our Trop 40. It's number 14 this week. It's called Parrot Head Lawn Party.
Parking lot full of parrot heads that lined up all in a row. Buffett's in town tonight, getting ready for his show. Wearing coconut bras and grass skirts, and Captain Jack just walked on by. Called Republic, pirate flag, well, proudly flying high. In the lawn, dancing and singing. If you can't make it out of the parking lot, you're on fall. And the things will be circling, moving left and moving right. It's a parrot head lawn party tonight. They've got pirate ships and fins on cars. There's a nice sluice to my right. Tailgate games, cover bands, and Knox then lost his wife. And the boat drinks will be flowing. Spin the wheel, win a shot. Look right there behind you. There's a beach in the parking lot. And the lawn will be dancing and singing. If you can't make it out of the parking lot, you're on fall. And the fence will be circling, moving left and moving right. And it's a parrot head lawn party tonight. Well, the flock is on the run,
That's for dadgum sure. It is a Parrot Head lawn party. Most every time a party starts here in the Keys, I do know that. All right, in our next show about the Trop 10 video countdown, we are going to reveal some brand new videos in the tropical world. So please remember to tune in this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Trop 10 countdown. And now we are continuing with the Trop 40 countdown, where all of the songs come from to be on the Trop 10 video countdown. That's right. And Percy Abel, of course, sent his music into Radio A1A. It rose into the number one song in the Trop 40, and I'm sure a video is forthcoming. Up next, after that, it is now time for the third song by Mac Meadows in the Trop 40 this week. I noticed that Mac he must be getting a little bit of cabin fever. Well, tiki hut fever in the Keys is what we have. He lives in Key Largo, so he's pandemically, tied down there in his location, and I'll bet there's some guitar picking in that house. That man can play. He is a instructor of guitar, but in this case, he has 3 songs in the Trop 40 this week. Good ones, new ones, lots of fresh ideas in them. At number 13 this week, would you welcome again Mr. Mac Meadows? And it's a kind of a song about, well, it's a song of optimism.
If I live long enough, sure enough, something's gonna kill me. Sure as that big old moon is shining above. If I live long enough, sure enough, something's gonna kill me. Baby, it might as well be your love. It might as well be from too much of all that started with your touch and went from spark to flame, but we can't keep on though. But what a way to be alive, a love that's stuck on overdrive. I don't plan on ever letting go. If I live long enough, sure enough, something's gonna kill me. Sure as that big old moon is shining above. Oh yeah. If I live long enough, sure enough, something's gonna kill me. Baby, it might as well be your love. From hug to hug and kiss to kiss, you're everything I can't resist.
Oh, good gracious, what great music we have today. Mac Meadows from right here in Key Largo, Florida. I say right here, it's just right up the road from Isla Morada. And he, when the Keys open back up, I would imagine he would be playing the first live note in Key Largo, which would be wonderful. That would be a celebration because he works 5 to 6 nights a week in Key Largo, so I'm sure this has been somewhat of a issue for Mac. We are trying our best to get that music out so people remember it and support it and continue to support the independent artists like Mac here in the Keys. Next up in the Trop 40 countdown, this is a bona fide man, I'm telling you, in this tropical world. We had an opportunity to broadcast him live from probably the final live broadcast ever done from the Holiday Isle or Postcard Inn before Hurricane Irma blew everything away. A few weeks before, we did the broadcast of this gentleman live by himself, just on a stool under a cheeky hut in front of 50 or 60 people with the beautiful wind blowing in off of the Atlantic right there with the rum punches. And a live broadcast set up for us right there with Radio A1A here in Isla Morada, believe it or not. And Jesse Rice did, oh my gosh. But the last time I saw him, I was sneaking around behind him, all around him and whatever, probably making a fool out of myself, filming him at Music on the Bay, just him standing on stage on the final morning, Sunday morning. If you missed that, I have a copy. Oh my goodness, man! That's what comes from being a rear. I mean, Dewey Engstrom is our programmer, and he's also a bona fide. Hold on a second. Hang on. Mark Mills is on here. I don't want Mark to hear this one because Mark probably agrees with it. But anyway, let's bring these guys up. Dewey is a bona fide asshole. He is, but he's the most talented of all of our. I mean, he's the most talented programmer I've ever been around. So in this case, folks, we are going to lean towards that and say that taste in music matters not. It is what you've experienced and what those people who have seen the weekly Trop 40 poll, who have cast their votes, that's who determines this list. And folks, Jesse Rice's Pirate Heads have come a long way. Number 12 this week, getting down in a pirate town. And folks, this was from Pirate Sessions 3.
I'm Calico Jack, and I sail the Windward Passage with a skull and crossbones high upon my mast, and headed toward the Leeward Islands, 'cause I heard there's treasure there. With my girl and Bonnie, we made quite a pair.
And I'm Henry Morgan, captain of the Satisfaction, led a raid in Maracaibo back in 1667. Got arrested in Jamaica for sacking Panama. Then I broke out of jail and met old Jack for some grog.
And we're all getting down in a pirate town. Take a mug of ale and pass it around, and we'll divvy up the booty that we stole last week. Spend it all on liquor and something sweet. And the boat is a-rockin'. We got our ships all anchored in the sound, 'cause we're all getting down in a pirate town.
I'm the master of the high seas, Captain William Kidd. Went off to Oak Island with all the gold that I hid. I captured a French merchant in the mouth of Money Cove. Took all the jewels and silver and loaded up my boat.
Yeah, they call me Blackbeard, but the name's Edward Teach. With my sword and my pistol, I strike fear and enemies. Off the coast of Carolina on the Queen Anne's Revenge. But now I'm sailing south swashbuckling with my friends.
And we're all getting down in a pirate town. Take a mug of ale and pass it around, and we'll divvy up the booty that we stole last week. Spend it all on liquor and something sweet. And the port is rocking. We got our ships all anchored in the sound, 'cause we're all getting down in a pirate town.
So everybody raise your glass to the golden age of the past.
And we're all getting down in a pirate town. And take a mug of ale and pass it around,
and we'll divvy up the booty that we stole last week.
And spend it all on liquor and something sweet. And the
port is rocking. We got our ships all anchored in the sound, 'cause we're all getting down in a pirate town. In a pirate town. In a pirate town.
On a dead man's chest, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. To the devil hath done with the rest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. 15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. Drink to the devil hath done with the rest. Yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
Jesse Rice, getting down in a pirate town. Pirate Sessions 3, and that, my friends and neighbors, is the number 12 song in the Trop 40 this week. I had to double check. Number 11 this week, B-Man and Michelle, along with Adrian Z and her warm honey voice from Key West, Florida. High on Island Time, and I asked them. I personally asked Brian this question. Look, man, are you? What is it? Are you getting high on Island Time, or are you? You work for the local, maybe a dog catcher? Are you you working on their time, on dog catcher time, or? You're getting high on dog catcher time. Are you getting high on musician time? Are you getting high on Key West time? No, high on island time. Well, what high? You're just excited. Oh, I understand. I thought you were getting high, like, smoking a joint high. Well, so B-Man and I have had a personal heart-to-heart conversation. Michelle and I, we haven't spoke. We don't speak a whole lot. I would like to one day. We once upon a time at the Tiki House, I said hi and hugged and hi. But B-Man and I talk a lot about their music, and I'm anxious to see them team up with some of the Key West musicians down there that have never been really exposed to this sort of world. And Adrian Z in this next song is one of those people. Enjoy it. It's called High on Island Time. It's number 11 in the Trop 40 countdown. And smoke them if you have them.
Rolling down the highway, driving I-10 east, knowing where we're going, somewhere in the Keys. We said it many years ago, we'll find ourselves this place. The warm breeze blows and the ocean flows, it's where a paradise waits. Living the life, Island Time is where we want to be. Waking up, the
sound of the water is the life we need. Taking it slow, nowhere to go. We're living high on island time. We dream of clear blue mornings, the sand beneath our feet, breathing in that salty air as we walk along the beach, looking across the turquoise water at the never-ending sea, knowing that this life we share is made for you and me. Living the life of island time is where we want to be. Waking up, the sound of the water is the life we need. Taking it slow, nowhere to go. We're living high on island time. On island time. Watching the clock, never worry about tomorrow.
About tomorrow.
Just chilling with my baby, hanging by the water.
Hanging by the water.
Sun up in the sky.
In the sky.
Blowing by.
Blowing by.
Living our dream high on island time. Living the life of island time is where we want to be. Waking up, the sound of the water is the life we need. Taking it slow, nowhere to go. We're living high on island time. On island time. Island time. On island time.
That one is a really, really, really deep song, man. I enjoy that song a great deal. As you can see, I've still got the video playing behind, but I'm enjoying also getting to know this new studio that I'm driving. It's now a Cadillac instead of what I've been driving before. We're improving it, but we're still learning how to operate some of the things that this video studio does, and it's just amazing. And what amazes me most is I'm able to bring that to you, you independent artist. I can rendezvous with you, and you look like this playing and sound like this playing on social media instead of not sounding so good. Well, we are now in our top 10, everybody. And, you know, there's one thing that I did not bring with me. Let's see. Did I bring the damn thing? Hang on a second. I don't think I did bring, I don't know. No, that's not them. I always used to have a fanfare available for the top 10, but today, as you can see, I'm adjusting to the new studio operation and how to bring things in and out, and there's like 6 of me around here on all these monitors, and it's really cool. This is really going to be fun using this when all comes back to normal and folks can take their iPhones out and send me signals from where you are. My friends, y'all will all be cameramen and women in the Independent Music TV Network. How does that sound? house. And you artists will be bringing that programming as well. We're going to bring that programming live to the world in a pay-per-view form, though. So those folks around where you are, they're not going to be able to see what you're talking about. Only somebody within many hundreds of miles would be able to buy a pay-per-view ticket. So that's what we're going to be offering, and it's going to be fun. So let's go to our Trop 10 now. This is our music countdown. It's the Trop 40 countdown of music that's on Radio A1A. The music must be there for 1 week prior. It must be running in the programming for 1 week prior and available for voting in the Trop 40 poll. That poll is an open poll, and to enter that poll, that song must be written in by fans or voters, and the song's name and artist's or songwriter's name must be there clearly for us to include it in the Trop 40 poll for available for voting. Some songs have entered the Trop 40 in the top 10 from write-ins. One I remember as high as number 2 was written in. So I don't remember which one it was, but it was a good one. But in any event, folks, now that we start the top 10, I wanted you to know just how that happens. And each one of these songs is by an independent artist in the tropical world of music. And some of them collaborate. For instance, there are a few songs up in the top 10 by a songwriter who is a lyricist by the name of Alvy King. He writes the lyrics, and then each individual and some of these other individuals and producers and record labels, you're going to hear different people put music to it. So let me know what you think, because Alvy and I talk about once or twice a week too. He's out in Texas, and we have a couple of things in common. One, basketball, and number 2 is we really like basketball. So let's start with the top 10. And another guy I really like. I never played basketball with him, but I did play music with him in several places that I can't even repeat. And there are people out there in the chat right now. I saw some of you just going crazy over the groups that Jerry Powell was in. Was Swinging Medallions? Was he in the Swinging Medallions? I don't remember, but if you know some, please chat, because I'm not seeing my chat right now. I'm a little blind to the chat. But to all of you listening, thank you so much. This is so much fun. I'm going to have it a little bit better if I ever do this again. I'm filling in for Lyle and Sonia. Oh, and by the way, y'all, Lyle and Sonia are sitting right now. I just got the message. I said, Lyle and Sonia listening, sitting on Gulf Shores, sitting on the beach, and just a palm tree. Damn it, Lyle. Gosh, Gulf Shores, folks, this time of year, amazing. Well, if he gets down to the Floribama, it's going to be amazing, because I think this young man right here played at the Floribama. His name is, again, Jerry Powell. A lot of work was put into this in arrangements and instrumentation by a fellow by the name of Eric Marrero, better known as Packy. So listen to this one, number 10. And this goes out to Lyle Wilson, sitting there on the beach in Redneck Riviera. This is called Highly Recreational Man.
Spent most of his adult years climbing up the corporate ladder. So he took the big retirement buyout, and he couldn't be gladder. Then he bought himself a brand new V-twin Harley and started mapping out his plans to be a transformational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Well, he recently became available because his wife had a maid. She said there ain't no fool like an old she sent him on his way. She got the house in the alimony. Yeah, she gets it on a monthly plan. From the future relocational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Now he's gonna make up for all the years he missed out on the fun. From now on, his life will be a highly recreational one. Now he's moving all his belongings down where the water meets the sand. Yeah, he's a relocational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Now he's singing along with all of Jimmy's songs like a bona fide parrot head. Got him an earring and a new tattoo, showing off his tropical cred. He got the little blue pill and the minoxidil, and he's working on his tan. He's a transformational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Cruising all the beachfront bars, learning how to text and hang, learning how to twerk and assimilate. He's a geriatrical party thing. He figures better late than never, and he's doing all he can to be a tropical locational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Biking down the coastline highway, silver ponytail in the breeze. Got a cold Corona in one hand and a roaring hog between his knees. A bikini-clad suntan cutie, she's holding on with both hands to the tropical locational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Yeah, he's going big, he's living large, he's being all he can be. A disciple of the salt life, a multi-generational anomaly. He's soaring like an eagle, and he's living out his plans to be a transformational, perpetually vacational, highly recreational man. Yeah, he's a highly recreational man.
Who in the flying heck would mix in their own applause but Jerry Powell? Man, oh man. I mean, not to comment there, Brother Jerry, but my goodness gracious, even I don't do that. And I'm somewhat of a tainted self-marketing individual, if you know what I mean. You're looking at the view on Facebook, on YouTube. We don't do business with Facebook much anymore because of this, all of the stress on the media over there. We are YouTubing all of these songs. They were given to us, so you YouTube monitors, I want to make a status report for you. In our top 10 here, all of these songs have been contributed to the programming of Radio A1A, a licensed and registered radio station under most everything you can find a license for. And we are also allowed, since these songs are independently written and for the purpose of this show, they're promoting their music by debuting them most of the time on this show as an entity of its own and contributed for that purpose, not for the commercial purpose of this radio station or me personally, Harry Teaford. So our copyright infringement things that hit us, we just, when we do 40 songs, we just don't have time to do 40 of these every time. And then Lyle Wilson's show has 100 more and so forth. We're YouTube, y'all are the best that there is, and we are good at what we do too, and we are licensed, and we've been given permission by each one of these artists to play these songs, and by the way, videos on the Top 10 countdown, to play them for those purposes, for our purposes there. And if they're ever used in any form to make any money directly, that money is divided and given to the artist directly. And those agreements are a separate agreement with A1A Media, LLC. So, ladies and gentlemen, into our top 10. Harry T takes you down that road of the back workings, the back room of radio. But it must be done, folks. Sometimes you just have to read that out loud on the broadcast, and then maybe somebody will be listening and go, oh, idiot. We're being idiots. Don't make copyright infringement on the people that are promoting the music. I told you Alvy King would be standing by on that dirt road today, probably listening down there, the dirt road to paradise, there near Milano, Texas. One end of that road is beautiful, that beautiful, wonderful queen of tropical Americana, Ms. Brooke Graham. Others are beginning to show up in that area, but Alvy's there, and Alvy contacted a guy by the name of Chaz Evans and said, put the music with it, put your voice on it, and sing this song. And friends, I'm telling you, this song has a cult following because it gets votes. It's never been number one, but it has a separate kind of a following. It's really cool because the song has a real message for people that want to get back to the beach. And listen, in our household right now, I can look out the window and see the beach, but I got to get back to it, if you know what I mean. Some people got to enjoy it. Here it is. It's written by Alvy King. It's Back to the Beach by Chaz Evans, number 9.
On my desk in this office in the air, I keep a jar of sand, it's always sitting there. Ordinary jar with a tiny shell or two, but it's a time machine that takes me back to you. Back to the beach, wind blowing through your hair. Back to the beach, sun-kissed bodies lying there. It's all within my reach, I can taste the salt and lime. Back to the beach, even if it's only in my mind. It was long ago, but it seems like yesterday. It's soothing to know that it's never far away. The feeling that I get when I hold these shells and sand takes me back to you before you slipped right through my hands. Do you ever go back in time to those summer nights when you were mine? Has it all been washed away like our footprints in the tide? Back to the beach, wind blowing through your hair. Back to the beach, sun-kissed bodies lying there. It's all within my reach, I can taste the salt and lime. Back to the beach, even if it's only in my mind. Back to the beach, wind blowing through your hair. Back to the beach, sun-kissed I can taste the salt and lime back to the beach, even if it's only in my mind. It's always on my mind. Back to the beach.
Wow, the words of Albie King are just haunting, aren't they? They are a longing to get back to the beach, and Chaz Evans, Chaz just hit it. Jay Patton, surf outside slumming is what he's into. These styles of tropical Americana music are very interesting. This is a different style. Jay Patton is an accomplished saxophone player. This is called Surfside Slumming. A lot of thought was put into this song from the mind of a horn player, and being the former leader of a really good horn band, I had to deal with those minds sometimes. So Jay Patton, good work, my friend. I really like it, and so do the voters, because they chose it as number 8 in our Top 40 countdown for this week, ending May the 10th. 2020. Here it is live. Surfside Slumming, Mr. Jay Patton.
Surfside slumming, beach bumming, sunsets are coming, time for libation. Flip-flopping, tiki bars are hopping, the music ain't stopping when the sun goes down, and I'm surfside slumming tonight. Now I got dumped up in Snowland, she left me for a wealthy suit, so I sold my stuff and moved down here, living on rum and tropical fruit, and I'm surfside slumming, beach bumming. Nothing's gonna come between me and fun. No worries, ain't no hurry, gonna live life simple and free on a paradise beach on the sea. Now I miss that girl, but not as much as before, 'cause I'm spending days flying kites. The people are cool, there's no dumb rules, nothing to do but live the buffet life, and I'm surfside slumming, beach bumming, sunsets are coming, and it's time for libation. I got a text from my ex. She said she's sorry and please come home. So I gave it some thought and had another drink and told her where she could go. 'Cause I'm surfside slumming, beach bumming, sunsets are coming, time for libation. Flip-flopping, tiki bars hopping, the music ain't stopping when the sun goes down, and I'm surfside slumming tonight. Yeah, I'm surfside slumming, beach bumming, nothing's gonna come between me and fun. I got no worries, ain't no hurries, gonna live life simple and free on a paradise beach on the sea, and I'm surfside slumming tonight. I'm surfside slumming tonight. Ooh. Can I have another Corona, please? Thank you very much.
Jay Patton, Number 8 in the Trop 40 countdown. Up next, Ranger Dan, an actual park ranger at John Pennekamp Park in Key Largo, Florida. It's a state park. He's a state park ranger. And here's Ranger Dan, Castles of Sand, number 7.
She sits in the corner, drinking her glass of wine. She looks at her watch, she really got plenty of time. As the sun sets into the sea, somewhere in the Florida Keys, slowly her cares fade away. Where she used to have true love, she was too young to know. As she closes her eyes, dreams she never let go. As the sun sets into the sea, somewhere in the Florida Keys, slowly the sun fades away. Why do we make all these plans to watch them wash away in the sand, waiting for some kind of sign? Instead, we're just losing our minds. So dream, oh you dreamers, make all your plans. Just don't tell your hearts castles are made of sand. Well, I dreamed it of being a star. I got tired of living inside of my car, so I learned to load boxes instead, trading my dream for food and a bed. And slowly the years fade away. Why do we make all these plans? Watch them wash away in the sand, waiting for some kind of sign. Instead, I'm just losing my mind. So dream, oh you dreamers, make all your plans. Just don't tell your hearts castles are made of sand. Now I play at this bar for tips on Thursday, even though my ship long since sailed away. And the sun sets into the sea, somewhere in the Florida Keys, slowly my cares fade away. As the sun sets into the sea, somewhere in the Florida Keys, slowly my cares fade away.
it's hard to believe he is a park ranger right there at John Pennekamp State Park in Key Largo. Wow. Duke Johnson. Look here. I do believe this is another Alvy King song, lyrics of the song. And the music and the voice is Mr. Duke Johnson at number 6 this week, ladies and gentlemen. Would you welcome the collaboration of Texas, and I believe Duke is over in Virginia, I do believe, North Carolina. But anyway, both of them are definitely lost on a beach somewhere. Listen to this fantastic song.
Stuck in traffic in the city. All this stress and it's a pity. All these folks on cell phones, they won't care if we get lost on a beach somewhere. Now that the work week is done, I set my GPS for fun. Anywhere it takes me, I don't care if we get lost on a beach somewhere. Let the rats win the race. We can find a slower pace. You and me and the beer within our reach. Lost on the beach. Feel that sand in our shoes. Feel the heat, sunburn the blues. Till it drifts off into the salty air. Let's just get lost on a beach somewhere. Find some drinks and an umbrella. Feels like heaven in this weather. Anytime we have time to spare, I'd rather be lost on a beach somewhere. Life is a beach, I'm just playing in the sand. Let the rats win the race. We can find a slower pace. You and me and the beer within our reach. Lost on the beach. There's a place where we can go. Nights are fast but days are slow. Feel that ocean roar in your soul. There's a place we love to go. Sandy feet and sun-kissed nose. When the beach is calling, I must go. Let the rats win the race. We can find a slower pace. You and me and the beer within our reach. Lost on the beach. Let the rats win the race. We can find a slower pace. Just you and me and the beer within our reach. Lost on the beach. There's a place where we can go. Nights are fast but days are slow.
Boy, Duke Johnson has a really, really unique voice, does he not? I'll tell you what, a Texas songwriter and a voice like Duke Johnson's, that is just, to me, just is the magic happens sometimes with those types of songs. And now we take the same songwriter, the lyricist, the same Albie King, and we team him with the production quality and the production genius of Tough Duck Music, Chuck Freeman. And you put him with someone that creates really a group around that can fit anybody that does this kind of music, called Tropics, and that's the name of this group. This group is well known to be Chuck Freeman and maybe an alternate persona. I don't think they do heavy metal, but maybe they could. I used to have a alternate persona band called the Dixie Mules from my Tuxedo Band, and the Dixie Mules were nowhere near anything like what we did on a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon at a wedding reception or some kind of Mardi Gras ball. And the Mules played on the island. Boy, it was some stomping, and them blue eyes were everywhere. They were, yes indeed. Anyway, Tropics reminds me of one of those types of things when two worlds come together. And the music from Duke Johnson, gosh, unbelievable. Wouldn't you love to hear maybe Duke Johnson, Albie King, and then Chuck get together on something that they could collaborate on, some production values, and to just see what comes of it. It's sort of like mixing chemicals. But anyway, here's Tropics, number 5 in the Trop 40 countdown, and one that I predicted to really go somewhere. Albie King, songwriter. Chuck Freeman, songwriter, music arranger, and so forth, producer, and Tough Duck Music. Buffett on the radio.
When I grew up in Texas, the only paradise I ever saw were the ones that my buddies used to roll against the wall. Never saw that ocean, even though we had lots of sand. The sample waves of grain, I guess it ain't the same. Heard about Galveston, the Gulf of Mexico, but the only beach I ever got to know was Buffett on the radio. Didn't take no vacation, never had any love. Left arm always had a tan, driving that old pickup truck. Never saw a palm tree swaying, or heard a steel drum playing. Beach is where I wanted to go, and I heard Buffett on the radio. All those years of Buffett ringing in my ears, headed for the coast to the Gulf of Mexico. Haven't been back, paradise is now my home. I'm still listening to Buffett on the radio. Up in Texas, paradise is all I see. I miss my old buddies, but I love my new family. I've seen the ocean, seen a beach with the whitest sand. Came back to my amber waves of grain, think I finally understand. And I've been to Galveston, to the Gulf of Mexico, but I still
Man, what a great song that is. I just love the collaborations. And when I talk to them on the phone, I've yet to talk to Juke Johnson on the phone. I think we've spoken by chat once or twice. But and now, as it gets closer to the top, it gets tough up here, folks. This gets into the hundreds and hundreds of votes per song. That means that there's some work being done by the artist to get the music out there, or vice versa by their fans. And maybe it is these thousands and thousands of hits we're getting is advancing this music. And I know Ray Boone is very interested in this genre. Ray is a wonderful TV producer of some great fishing shows, professional grade, folks. So when Ray is around us, we are all very, very proud to be associated with somebody like Ray Boone. And also proud that he would take the time after a long day at Music on the Bay and bring some boys by something south. Gosh, I know he's going to kill me. But Ray came by, a private little thing and sat there and sang to us. And he did, the key lime tree, to have him do the key lime tree, which is, I think, is one of the most, interesting things about a little tree that he knows so much about. I mean, it's you could almost taste the key limes. But Ray Boone has a song called The Island Song. Now, interesting. So this one has moved up to number 4. So everyone, please tell us what you think about this. And I know the voters are going to be, there are other songs moving up the list by Ray that voters are going to be interested in. But here is number 4, Ray Boone, The Island Song.
In my mind that I go to from time to time when I need to escape, steal my thoughts away from the day to day when I need a change. I go where time won't follow. Almost all I need, but I could use a little company. So won't you come along with me? And we'll surround ourselves with a sea of dreams, just you and me. And we'll go where time won't follow. Let's go where there's endless sunsets, no tomorrows, world on hold. Let's go to that island. Let's go to that island. Leave your worries of the mainland behind. No tomorrows, the world on hold. Let's go to that island. Oh, let's go to that island. Yeah, let's go to that island.
Ray Boone, that's a good song there again, my friend. I'll tell you what, but everybody knows that for sure about Ray. Good guy, too. TJ Walks is up next, and he has dropped from our number 1 song last week to number 3 this week. But you know what? In honor of TJ, and TJ and I go back together on a lot of things, and we were around when, good Lord, I don't even want to think about those things. But anyway, I do love his T-shirt. It's one of my favorites here. It's a TJ Waltz T-shirt. I'm sure you can get them on his website. It's Working on Doing Nothing. When you do that, sometimes something cool happens, you know. Somebody brings you a cocktail and it gives you an idea about a radio station, or, you know, building a new medical device, or, you know, genius comes from unusual places. Now, I'm not saying T.J. Walsh is a genius. Don't get me wrong now there, but nor am I. I'm good God, why are y'all asking me these pointed questions here? Okay, never mind. Anyway, it's Under the Sun, and when I heard this by phone by TJ early one morning. And I said, TJ, that captures your voice. This is really one of my good favorite songs that TJ really reaches back there. And folks, it's not about the voice, but it's TJ's voice, and he's bringing you a message, Under the Sun, and it's a really good song, and it's number 3 in the Trop 40 according to the voters.
Wrap your loving arms around me and have some fun so we can find our harmony together as one, strolling the beaches hand in hand. You'll be my love, I'll be your man. Sweetness is life with you, under the sun. Come wrap your loving arms around me. Have some fun so we can find our harmony together as one. Doesn't matter what they say. This new world is ours and it begins today. Just close your eyes and hold my hand. Under the sun. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come wrap your loving arms around me. Have some fun so we can find our harmony together as one. Once I thought I'd never find a love at last to change my mind. Before this life at last was done, under the sun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come wrap your loving arms around me. Have some fun. Come wrap your loving arms
arms around me.
Under the sun. TJ Walsh, man. Really good guy. As a matter of fact, he and I don't know if I'll let this cat out of the bag or not, but sponsors, get ready. When the world opens up for us to be going to Parrot Head events again, we plan a brand new push, and one of them is on the Carolina coast there with Mr. TJ Walsh. So y'all stay tuned to some things that are happening and brewing in the whole world of bringing you some of these events, the Parrot Head events, pay-per-view as well. So we are really excited about some of the things that are happening with, especially TJ and folks on the Carolina coast, Myrtle Beach. Thank you for being tropically minded and part of the road to paradise, and being able to hear music like number 2 this week. And folks, 2 weeks in a row he was number 1. They're developing this young man down here. David Fader's studio is working with him. Dewey, one of our programming and engineers, is working with Ranger Dan, a bona fide, certified employee of the state of Florida, as a park ranger. He's Ranger Dan, and he's at the Pennicamp State Park all the time, I think. I think he lives there. I'm not sure, probably. But he knows about the statue of Jesus out there, way the heck out there, on the reef there from Key Largo and from the camp, from the state park, excuse me. So Ranger Dan at number 2, here you go. You deserve all of this, sir, and just as soon as we can get everybody else familiar with you, there's going to be a band around you, and you're going to be amazing. Here it comes. 7 Miles to Jesus, number 2, in the Trop 40 for this week ending May the 10th, 2020.
7 miles, can't get there by car. The trips have all been canceled. The wind is blowing hard. Traveled such a long way to get to where you are. Just 7 miles to Jesus, but I can't swim that far. On a journey of redemption, I left Tennessee, watching the late night travel show about the Florida Keys. Jesus reaching for the heavens from underneath the sea. Divine intervention waiting there for me. 7 miles to Jesus, can't get there by car. The trips have all been canceled, the wind is blowing hard. Traveled such a long way to get to where you are. Just 7 miles to Jesus, but I can't swim that far. Headed to Key Largo, vacation for my soul. Hoping a trip to paradise, bring me back into the fold. When I arrived on the island, Ranger Dan explained to me, Jesus is 7 miles from the shore, underneath the sea. 7 miles to Jesus, can't get there by car. The trips have all been canceled, the wind is blowing hard. Traveled such a long way to get to where you are. Just 7 miles to Jesus, but I can't swim that far. Swear my heart was broken as I headed for the bar. How will I be saved if I can't get to where you are? This place sure looks like heaven. I see why you moved down here. You're reaching for the heavens, reaching for my beer. 7 miles to Jesus, can't get there by car. The trip's open cancer, wind is blowing hard. Travel such a long way to get to where you are. Only 7 miles to Jesus, but I can't swim. I can't walk on water. I can't swim that far.
Ranger Dan right there on Radio A1A, number 2 in the Trop 40 for this week. It's so, that's so great to hear someone generating music right here in the Florida Keys. Like Mac Meadows, for instance. The voters have started to notice Mac, and he has 3 songs in the Trop 40 this week, along with all of these other amazing, super talented tropical independent singer-songwriters. So you have to be that to be here. And it has to be seen and heard and whatever, and so that your fans or yourself or whomever can get to where our Trop 40 poll is. We also have a Trop 10 video, music video poll, but this Trop 40 poll will be up this evening. Again, same place it is every week on the website at Radio A1A. Very easy to find. Thank you again to our sponsors. Thank you again to all the people that make this amazing little thing called Radio A1A happen, which makes A1A Media happen, which makes Cruisin Country Radio, our friends over there on the station. Hi, radio listeners. This is not all about, Facebook and everybody on their phones. This is, it's also about the music, which is a personal experience between people and their ears and the sounds in their heart and their memories. And these memories have gone back with me for many years on this show, almost 5 years. We're in our 5th year. And Lyle and Sonia asked me to do it again, and I was just honored to come back and say thank you to them for first of all taking on the mantle. Radio A1A will be growing and changing and transitioning over the years, and someday I'll hand this great station over to someone. But this is to Mr. Gordon O'Connor, if you're listening. In a message and a conversation between, in some dusty post of someone on a page long ago on some ramblings by Lyle Wilson, you said, "It's time to sparkle, Harry Teaford." Gordon, it is time to show the way for this music world, which had been broken for so long. Digital music, so broken. This is an opportunity to do a restart and reboot and do it a different way. So not only are we sparkling, we're taking our time to make it a quality experience. We are trying to hold back so that we're not just puking things on Facebook anymore. And if you are a fan of tropical music, you'll find us. And you'll find artists and musicians like this gentleman by the name of Juke Johnson. What are we going to do with Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson has come to town. Mr. Johnson has come to town, and he is, let's see, how many today? 3? Today, Juke has 3 on the Trop 40 today. Alvy Alvy, I'm sure, will message me and tell me how many he has. But this is another Alvy King song, and in a relationship with Juke Johnson, that I said, "Hey, Juke, meet Alvy. Alvy, meet Juke. Alvy, Juke would be an interesting voice on your song." It was like me choosing whose turn it was to take a solo. What would be the good solo instrument on that turn? It was like picking a band member. Go. It's your time to take the ride. So just that voice, you choose a voice, and if a Juke is an instrument from God, maybe that voice of his. Listen to this song. It's the #1 song in the weekly Trop 40. It is a collaboration between Alvy King at the music and his music from the dirt road to paradise, all the way to Juke Johnson, all the way up to the Atlantic coast and that road to paradise down A1A. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Loving Up a Storm, our #1 song for this week ending May the 10th, 2020.
We took refuge in a motel on the shore. The wind, rain, and thunder danced against the door. She whispered to me, it's never been like this before. As our wet clothes and inhibitions piled up on the floor. We knew it wouldn't last, storms never do. Just holding on until the night was through. Bodies kissed by the sun. We were falling like the rain. We were loving up a storm. Back to the real world, out the sunshine came. She went back to the beach and I got on a plane. These days my life is different, don't travel anymore. Every time I see that lightning, it takes me to the shore. We knew it wouldn't last, storms never do. Just holding on until the night was through. Bodies kissed by the sun. We were falling like the rain. We were loving up the storm. Like rain, falling like rain in our hearts, lightning in our veins, shelter in my arms. In the wind, rain, and thunder, we were loving up a storm. Bodies kissed by the sun. We were falling like the rain. We were loving up a storm. Shelter in each other's arms. We were falling like the rain. We were loving up a storm. Loving up a storm.
Juke Johnson, #1 this week in our Trop 40 Countdown. I'm Harry T., and we're going to sign off in just a second, but first we want to say thank you to our sponsors. we're not going to go over all of their commercials again, but especially to Chip Bell, and for, I don't know if you can see this in our studio or not, but I have one of our, when we do remote broadcasts, one of our props from the remote broadcast, and right here it says it's 5 o'clock here. That's an art piece by Lisa Burke in Port Richey, Florida, and she's introduced the Pit Stop 1 party to all of us. So this has become a real personal and family event to enjoy and share music like you just heard right there. And I hate to go on any longer, but I just wanted you to see that a number of things have changed, and I would like for you to join me next Friday night for a pay-per-view concert with Randy Moore, who probably single-handedly helped Radio A1A move to a large market radio station. So in this case, we are going to do something special for him, and he's doing something special for us. And we're going to see if our experiment, our noble experiment, will work. And it's not a secret. You can go buy a ticket to it right now. It's on Friday night, the 15th of May. It's on Friday night, the 15th of May. Friday night. And if you'll go right there, 7 o'clock Central Time, that's Texas, Nashville, Alabama, Mississippi, Northwest Florida. That's the Redneck Riviera times across that part of the world. And that's 7 o'clock, and then obviously 8 o'clock Keys time. I'm going to kick it off live, and at that point in time, folks, we're going to have a good, it's going to be very good. It's some new things are happening right there, so don't miss it, please. There's only one time when it is live, and it's $1.95, and you can see it. You personally can see it. You can't record it, you can't download it, but you can see a concert by a man that you would pay $60 to $100 for this type of personal concert with him personally. So this is a chance for you to share it with your audience, with your friends as well, your Parrot Head clubs. I would highly suggest that you get together and contact us for possibly a group price for the Parrot Head Club to be able to get into the ticketed event for the Randy Moore event. It's Randy C. Moore on Demand is the name of the event. It's plain and simple, and it is a plain and simple, wonderful, wonderful experience. We're in the process of putting the final touches on the final production. They're all worried about me because they're worried about if I'm going to pull it off live or not. Well, Harry, what if somebody pulls the power plug in there in Islamorada? That fan you hear in the background, that's a battery backup. It'll give me 3 hours. By the way, the show's just going to be edging at about an hour long, so we'll be fine. We'll have fun, just like this today was fun. Thank you for letting me take some personal time. Shout out one more time, everybody on Radio A1A. Thank you so much in your cars, in your homes, on Alexa, wherever you've embedded Radio A1A to bring you some tropical music. We thank you, boy. Lyle and Sonia and me and Dave and Gay and Jeff Gallagher up in Canada when we wake his ass back up. And then, of course, Jeff Nyan, we know what you're doing. You're in the real estate business. Don't worry about it, man. We've been there. And don't forget Dr. Bob and all he does down from his studio. Oh, man, you're talking about a Cadillac studio. He's got one, buddy. It's a Ferrari. Mine's a Cadillac here now. And I apologize. I'm having a little, operational issues today again. I tend to do that. But it's a new system indeed. That we've come so far, and yet I'm still an idiot. So thank you for tuning in to the Trop 40 Countdown. And I hope you will tune in next week. I may be here with you again, and I may not. It may be Lyle and Sonia. We're going to give them some peace and quiet and time to themselves and Gulf Shores. And Bud, let me tell you, this time of year, there ain't no snowbirds in town there in this month in Gulf Shores. It's a wonderful transition time. It can be cold or it can be tropical, and both of them are wonderful. A blanket on the beach there in Gulf Shores, and a fire. Oh my gosh! I mean, the Floribama at this time, that's just basically good air conditioning for the Floribama. You follow me? Because it can get hot there. That's the best thing is a cold spell at the Floribama. And hopefully while you're there, Lyle and Sonia, the Floribama will be open for business. I understand that they are. I do understand that they are. That is so important. That if those are the purveyors of the music that we closely associate with. That's where it's done. Some people consider it the ground zero. But the Floribama's always been for the live musician, no matter. Now, they weren't paying a whole lot of money, but they had an old nasty band house we could stay in, and it was filthy. But you could stay overnight, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was with you, Tom Shepard, when, 2 a.m. at the Floribama. It comes and you're done, and you go, what the? I've got to drive back to, whatever, or you can flop at the band house and whatever. But the experience has always been one that I love telling the tales, and there's Lyle and Sonia right down in the middle of it. And he didn't bring his broadcast equipment to do a remote from the Floribama, which I've dreamed about for how many years? 7 years now. I've dreamed about us doing a remote at the Floribama, and Lyle is there. Sonia. Anyway, tomorrow morning begins a period of time when Lyle and Sonia will be taking a break from Weekdays with Wilson as well. So Dewey is in the background. We're moving some really cool shows of Lyle's previous shows. We're moving them into the rotation for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Lyle Wilson, Weekdays with Wilson. Don't forget that at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you can rendezvous with me and David Hartman right here on this YouTube channel and on the radio stations. And we will be doing what's called Enjoy the Journey. It is a travel show. It is an information show. It's one of the coolest talk shows I think I've seen around in a while. It's an opportunity for you to get to know the people on these resorts here in the Florida Keys, what they offer. Last week was a charter boat captain on the show with us, going over exactly what he does and how it's done and what you need. If you want to come on a fishing excursion to the Keys, David's here to book it. The captain is there, and we were already thinking about what are we going to eat after that show. So it was wonderful. I'd like to thank Beth Travers. Thank you so much for allowing me to have your autographed hat to wear today, and once again for TJ Walsh and the use of this t-shirt. I'll be glad to return it if you need it in some case for anything. Gosh, this is a good business. This is good music, folks, and thank you so very, very much. And I'm going to play some familiar music to me because it's been my Sunday for many Sundays, many weeks. And stay tuned, folks, out there for the new Tropical Americana Top 10 official Trop 40 poll. It'll be out. You'll be able to vote on it here in about an hour or so. Also, right there along with that, you should be able to see the official Tropical Americana Weekly Trop 40 chart for May the 10th, 2020, this date. It's been good to be with you again. It's good to be with you live anytime. I feel like we've been together and we've had a bit of a tropical hug. You've been tuned in to Radio A1A, simulcasting on Cruisin Country Radio and the official A1A Media Network broadcast of the Tropical Americana Top 10 Weekly Trop 40 Countdown with yours truly, Harry T. Today's show has been sponsored by Chip Bell. He's the author of the Jake Sullivan series of books. Chip Bell Author. ChipBellAuthor.com. Also, our sponsor, something that would be wonderful for you all to try out, our healthcare news on the front of the site, radioa1a.com. And our healthcare genie is free. Try it out. See how you do it. It's free. Oh man, we wouldn't be anything without this gentleman right here, I'm telling you. His name is David Hartman, and we'll be together tomorrow at 2 o'clock with another endeavor. A fantastic endeavor with the Trop40, with the Enjoy the Journey luxury travel show there with David Hartman. Coming to you from the Florida Keys live. Yeah. Thank you, sponsors. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Michael Marinelli. Oh, my gosh, have mercy. He's amazing. Michael Marinelli, our real estate conch. Gosh, have mercy. What we would do without him, I don't know, but he is amazing. I'm Harry T. It's been fun to be with you. We'll talk to you again and hopefully be able to meet up in Rendezvous on Radio A1A.